I really hope TikTok doesn't shut down, and that's not because I'm like a little 14-year-old girl or whatever, but it's because honestly I don't want a second Vine invasion. So you remember in 2017 when the Logan Paul and Jake Paul joined YouTube, the amount of cancer and cringe that brought to YouTube was absurd. But imagine if these new Lil Huddy, Charlie D'Amelio, Dixie D'Amelios became like full-time YouTubers and got all over your FYP. It won't be FYP anymore, it'll be your homepage. I'm sorry about some of the building noises in the background, we've got people over. So, when I heard about TikTok getting banned, at first I was kind of happy because I hate the app and I hate the people on it. But then I realised that all these little talentless dancing people are going to start jumping over to YouTube and it's just going to ruin the entire platform. Like take Dixie D'Amelio for example. If it wasn't for her older sister Charlie, she wouldn't be anywhere. She's riding to Charlie D'Amelio's nuts to fame, and she knows that she's done that. She can't sing and she can't dance. She's talentless completely. If it wasn't for her sister, she wouldn't be anywhere. I sort of think that Charlie D'Amelio deserves fame because like she can't really control how many likes she gets. To a certain extent she can. But Dixie D'Amelio is legit talentless and she brings nothing to TikTok. And this is going to be a short video just sort of thinking out loud about how I really don't want these people on the app. But honestly, imagine if we had like Charlie D'Amelio and Dixie D'Amelio becoming like the biggest stars on YouTube. And the same with Lil Huddy. It would honestly just ruin the app completely, it would ruin YouTube completely. Jake Paul and Logan Paul brought so much cringe to YouTube and they honestly made it a horrible place. Ad rates are low for everyone except these two. These two seem to be pulling in millions of views per video from little 5-year-old girls that worship them like stars. They both have little to zero talent and all they do is just dance for 15 seconds, while Dixie D'Amelio just ripped off her older sister. Can you imagine though if like 2 years down the line it was like KSI Charlie D'Amelio diss track, how funny that would be. But no, I was looking at like some Jimmy Fallon like a minute ago just to like sort of see what's been going on with Charlie D'Amelio, and honestly it's crazy how much he's blown up. And a lot of people, like don't get me wrong, so far this video I've been hating on it so far. A lot of people hate on her for it, but then to a certain extent she can't really control the sort of numbers that she pulls in. However, I really don't like her sister, and if you're a fan of her sister, dislike the video, leave a mean comment, and obviously just continue watching the video, it's up to you. It really doesn't do anything, and it honestly just boosts my views, and it gives me more chance of being on people's homepage. Dixie D'Amelio constantly shows an attitude of like she doesn't care, and she's so tired of everything, and she's been working so hard. We dance for about 20 minutes a day in front of the screen. This video alone will probably take me about 3 hours to make. The video from yesterday, the Sidemen video, that took me like 6 hours to make, and I'm getting like 60 views. But Dixie D'Amelio will stand in front of a camera and make 4 videos a day. Probably it'll take up like 20 minutes of her time, and she'll just pull in millions of views and get millions of pounds, or US dollars, or however you want to look at it. I saw a comment on a YouTube video about Charlie D'Amelio and it was like, she's overhyped but she doesn't deserve the criticism that she gets. I completely understand that. Like that is pretty much sums up my whole views on the D'Amelio sisters. But Dixie is overhyped and deserves the criticism that she gets because she's not creative at all. So yeah, this is a small video thinking out loud. I'll see you guys soon.